I surely do hope I'm live and that you're able to hear me. Otherwise, this is going to be for completely. So, hopefully, you can hear me. Hopefully. So, the Spanish that you learned in school is trash. And if you visit Mexico, you're more than likely going to die. Here's exactly why everything you learned is crap. The Spanish that you learned in school is most likely dedicated to Spaniard Spanish. And there's a massive difference between Spaniard Spanish and Mexican Spanish. And the closest country to us, South America, well, it's still in North America, but Spanish speaking countries, Mexico. Typically, when you think of Spanish, you think of Mexico. Nobody really cares about the Spaniards. Nobody does. Anywho, you'll learn if you ever go to Mexico that you're going to be a sitting duck, and here's why. Most of the things that you learned in school doesn't translate over the same way in Mexico. So for instance, you walk up with the Spanish that you learned in school and you tell a Mexican blah 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 con vosotros. They are going to look at you like you are an absolute fucking idiot. And they're going to be like, mira este pendejito aquí que viene de los Estados, mira, o que viene de los Estados Unidos. Ahorita mismo. And they will easily ease you out. They will pick you up. You're going to be in some trouble. Not off the bat. I mean, I don't, fuck it. No, I do want to scare somebody. This is literally what's going to happen to you because most, there's a lot of crime in Mexico. And not that everybody's fucking evil, but you're gonna get played. Either you're gonna get played by money, they're gonna overpay you, they're gonna overcharge you, you're gonna get sent the wrong way. The words are not the same way, and most things that you come across, they're gonna know off the top that you're not a fluent speaker. They're gonna know off the top that you don't know what the hell you're talking about because you literally look like a black rock on a white painted house. It's easily told. It's easily spectated. You can picture it. You can, what's that called? You get the point. They're gonna pick you off easily. And what that's going to do is, considering the amount of crime there is, somebody's going to tell somebody else that this has happened, this, and that there's this person here. And since everybody over there knows everybody, you're going to be a very easy target for someone to pick you up and make use of you very easily. Whether, like I said, that's rob you, kidnap you, rob you, overcharge you by the millions, get you some kind of shit service that doesn't really work, and your data literally is gone in like 5 minutes, and then you're stuck trying to call Verizon, telling them, "Hey, I'm in another country. I need service, and I don't have service because you don't know how to talk to anybody there." So you're gonna learn first and foremost that Spain Spanish and Mexican Spanish are very completely different things. Even if somebody taught you just Mexican Spanish, it's completely different than fluent Spanish once you get down to Mexico. And what you don't want to do is give them off cues where they completely understand that you're somebody different or that they understand that you don't know what you're talking about. Because the second that somebody realizes that you're not who you say you are or that you're not from that area, somebody's going to pick you apart like a puzzle. And they're very good at that. They specialize in doing that. That's literally what they do. Some of these people don't eat for a week. They go meals trying to get by through a week. They'll every dollar that they get in a day is going to the food that keeps them alive that day. So trust me, somebody out there is trying to figure out who's the next little young innocent person out there to catch slipping, and they're going to overcharge you. You're going to be paying for some shit that you had no idea. You're going to end up on the wrong side of the road in different roads because I tell you, if you think you can drive in the US, matter of fact, let me put it to you this way. If you're a shat driver in the US, you are going to get demolished in Mexico because the driving over there, it's not even driving. It's literally just road rage everywhere you go without the rage, just simple casuality in the rage. And it's backwards, it's crazy. And then there's different roads that you can drive on in the opposite side. And then, even then, there is no rules. There's rules, but nobody follows them. And you have to know the intricacies of all of that. And your language is the very first thing, because when you step off of the plane, when you step out into the hotel, whatever hotel you decide to go to, it's going to be very obvious. So, my recommendation is whatever you thought you learned in school, flush it out and get you somebody that really will teach you the reality of things when you get to Mexico, because it doesn't work. I included my Fiverr website below, and I'm offering services for translation slash just small words or small conversations that are your more normalcies that you'll see, things that'll get you around and make you look like you're fluent or make you look like you know what you're doing, cues to pick up on. It's kind of a small mini lesson plan that I've done. And this will help you get by in case that you don't know, because more than 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, you actually don't know anything at all. Because even I thought I knew, but I didn't know at all. But we get along just fine because luckily I'm not an idiot and I've been speaking and studying Spanish my whole life. And I've been around Spanish people from Mexico. And so I've picked up a lot, and I picked up the fluency kind of it. Um, yeah, get somebody that knows, get somebody that's fluent, and I mean get somebody that's Mexican, because otherwise you're going to be very lost. If I can kind of paint a picture of an idea, for instance, in English, you say, "Yo, let's take a pic," or "Let's get a pic." You don't say, "Let's engage in the act of taking a photography." That is off the bat weird. Matter of fact, I would cancel you as my friend if you said that to me. I would lock you in a closet, strap an 18 wheeler to that closet, and send it to the next town in Arkansas. That's how bad it is. Spain Spanish and Mexican Spanish are two different things, and there's many other different things to look out for when you're comparing both countries. So that's my talk for today. Everything you learn is trash. It doesn't work. It will not work. And you will sound like a complete and utter weirdo idiot, because vosotros does not exist in Mexican Spanish. I don't know what you're saying, but I also know what you're not. And it just doesn't. If that example before didn't really get it to you, then this should get it to you. So that's about it. I hope you learned that everything you learned was trash. And hopefully you pick up the right lessons before you ever decide to go to Mexico. If you're going to Cancun on like a touristy trip, perfect. Do whatever you want to. But if you're actually going to Mexico, any part of Mexico, you best get to studying. Peace.